That is the new Pope, Pope Francis, formerly Cardinal Bergoglio of Argentina, Jorge Bergoglio, a Jesuit, and he's a new Pope, and he just gave his first mass to, not mass, it's the first blessing. To discuss this further, we've got Dr. Terrence Tilley from Fordham University on the set with us. We were talking a little bit earlier about him being a Jesuit and calling himself Francis, and the meaning of that. When a new Pope, a Cardinal, picks the name they're going to be called under the Pope, how much thought goes into that? What do they think about?
Oh, I think a fair amount of thought goes into it, especially those who are thinking that they might be elected. And so we don't know what it means, but it certainly is the name of Francis of Assisi and St. Francis Xavier, a Jesuit saint, both of whom were missionaries. And I think that makes a big difference and suggests that he is going to be strong for the new evangelization.
Now, one of the things that everyone realizes is that in Europe and in the US, people are not going to church, to Catholic Church, as much as they used to. You have a view on this. What is your view? Is that just part of secularization, or is that something bigger?
Secularization is a factor, but I think some of the scandals in the church have really turned people off. It's also the case that the church is losing the reception of its teaching, especially on the so-called pelvic issues, among the younger folk. In fact, the younger you are, the less likely you are to accept church teaching on homosexuality, on contraception, on sex outside of marriage in general.
Now, so that means you're getting a lot of young people, is what you're saying, so-called millennials perhaps, not being very interested in the church. What is the solution to that? Because people like Pope Francis are very firm in that it doesn't like homosexuality, doesn't like abortion, doesn't like euthanasia.
The church has to be a home. That is, the local community has to be a home for people.
Yeah.
One of the parishes in New York, for instance, has a very strong outreach to the LGBT community.
The gay and lesbian community,
yes,
right?
Yes, the gay and lesbian community. And there are people who convert to Roman Catholicism who are gay. Now, given the church's teaching on homosexuality and on homosexual activity, I find that stunning. But it's because there is a community that people really want to belong to. That's what will bring people back to the church, to get people involved and invested. And
that's doing things at the very local level, is what you're talking about. So doesn't that create a dichotomy between what's happening at sort of like at the Vatican level and the cardinal level, where you get the pronouncements and the theological discussions, and then at the grassroots level, what you're saying is, well, you know what, that's different.
It's exactly so, but that's true throughout American life. Think about the politics. We like our own member of the House of Representatives, but all the rest of them are skunks.
Of course. So is that the same idea? We like our own priest, we like our father?
Yes. Now, I think you also need somebody who will be outgoing and generous and outreaching and welcoming. This is, I think, why Cardinal Dolan got some buzz. Of course, he didn't get elected, but he did get a little buzz because he is a person who tries to go out and woo people rather than hurl anathemas at them.
Okay.